Okay, very good afternoon to all. The guests have arrived and we will begin the program in the next 2 minutes. I request everyone to be please seated. All the students here, please make sure that everyone is seated. Volunteers, discipline coordinators, please keep your phone on silent mode. Looking forward for this ceremony, which is important for all of us. We will begin in the next 2 minutes. There are some student volunteers who are going to take up the charge of photography. From third year and second year, they are here. It's a request that you will start clicking photograph after the function. There is a department level separate function. You're going to click photographs in that. Am I clear? For this event, the photographers are present. They will be covering the main event because they are doing it with YouTube Live also. All right, very important. We will be starting the program in the next 2 minutes. The guests have left. They will be here any moment. I request everyone, please be seated. If not in this place, there is a other hall where you had lunch on the top floor of that building. There is place. A live telecast is going on. You can be seated in that auditorium. We will begin the program now. The guests are arriving in the auditorium as we speak. A very good afternoon to all. I am Akhil Joshi, faculty member at JSPM's Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering, and it fills my heart with joy to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, heads of the department, deans, faculty members, parents, students, those who are joining us live, to welcome all of you at the first passing out ceremony of JSPM's Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering. A journey of academic autonomy that began in the year 2019 with hope and aspirations. It has come a long way. We faced some challenges and we have been successful in reaching this milestone. Today is a momentous occasion for all of us. This ceremony is to bless and wish well for our students who will graduate from this college and enter the real world to conquer it. We are very fortunate to have with us as the chief guest for this occasion, Dr. Naushad Forbes, co-chairperson of Forbes Marshall. Welcome, sir. Joining him are the guests of honor for today's function, Shri Datta Kuvalekar, Director Operations and Joint CEO, Forbes Marshall, and Dr. Mahesh Kakde, Director of the Board of Examinations and Evaluations, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Welcome. Also on the dais are Dr. Ravi Joshi, Director of Planning and Development, JSPM, and also the President of JSPM University, Pune. Shri Anil Bhosle, Director, JSPM Group. Dr. R.K. Jain, JSPM RSCOE Director. Professor A.S. Devasthadi, Deputy Director of RSCOE. Heads of the department, deans. And I extend a warm welcome to the honorable members of Board of Studies, Academic Council, governing body. Some of us have joined here and those who have joined us online. We will begin this function with Saraswati Vandana, seeking and blessings and invoking the goddess of knowledge and wisdom. I request the dignitaries on the dais to please light the lamp and begin the program. Thank you. JSPM's Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering is located in the industrial hub of Pimpri and Chinchwad. It has, over its journey of 2 decades, made itself a place of academic excellence. It has been our endeavor to bridge the gap between industry and academia, and therefore, it is our privilege today that we are blessed with the presence of Dr. Naushad Forbes as the chief guest for this passing out ceremony. Dr. Forbes is the co-chairman of Forbes Marshall, India's leading process and energy efficiency company. He is chairman, Ananta Aspen Center, Center for Technology, Innovation and Economic Research. Forbes Marshall helps industry build and sustain highly efficient plants, reducing waste, optimizing process, energy efficiency, and complying with regulatory requirements. Forbes Marshall has been consistently ranked as the great place to work and aspires to be a multinational with Indian roots. Dr. Forbes was an occasional teacher at Stanford University from 1987 to 2004, where he has developed courses on technology in newly industrializing countries. Sir has received his bachelor's, master's, as well as his PhD from Stanford University. Dr. Forbes is on the board of several educational institutions, public companies. He has been an active member of the Confederation of Indian Industry and was the president of CII for 2016 and 17. He's a founding member of Nayanta University, a full-service university opening in 2024, spearheaded by CII. His book, The Struggle and the Promise, Restoring India's Potential, was published by HarperCollins in 2022. Indeed, we are honored to have your presence here, sir. I request Dr. Ravi Joshi, President, JSPM University and Director, JSPM, to felicitate the chief guest for today's function, Dr. Naushad Forbes. Thank you, sir. Like I said about being a bridge between industry and academia, we are fortunate to have with us a technocrat as the guest of honor, Shri Datta Kuvalekar, as the guest of honor for today's function. He's an alumnus of the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. He is Director Operations and Joint CEO of Forbes Marshall. He has a rich experience spanning over 3 decades in industry and has been at the forefront of new product development and engineering functions across the Forbes Marshall Group. I request Shri Anil Bhosle, Group Director, JSPM, to felicitate Shri Datta Kuvalekar. Thank you. The journey of Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering through autonomy was not without the able support and guidance of the Savitribai Phule Pune University. Today, as the guest of honor, we have with us Dr. Mahesh Kakde, Director, Board of Examinations and Evaluations. Sir has completed his BE and ME in Civil Engineering. He has a PhD in Earthquake Engineering. He has over 3 decades of experience in academics and administration, ranging from MSBTE, the Shivaji University, and now the Savitribai Phule Pune University. In his role as the Director of Board of Examination and Evaluation, Sir has been a pillar of support for us as well. Welcome, sir. I request Dr. R.K. Jain, Director, RSCOE, to felicitate Dr. Mahesh Kakde, the guest of honor for today's function. I welcome on stage Shri Giriraj Sawant, Secretary of TSSM for this function. Welcome, sir. In the year 2017, we began exploring the prospects of academic autonomy. To further the vision of RSCOE, with successive accreditations, it was the vision and conviction of our principal, now director of RSCOE, Dr. R.K. Jain, the architect of autonomy in RSCOE, that has put all of us on the path of academic excellence. We know this is a very happy moment for him. I request sir to share his feelings with all of us.
Thank you, friends. Good afternoon to everybody. Honorable Chief Guest of first passing out ceremony, Dr. Naushad Forbes, Co-Chairman, Forbes Marshall. Sir, thank you very much for accepting our invitation, being here. Sri Dattaji Kaudekar, Director and Joint CEO, Forbes Marshall. Sir, thanks for being here, and also thanks for connecting Dr. Forbes with us. Today's guest of honor, Dr. Kakdeji, who is Director for Board of Examination Evaluation, Dr. Tanaji Sawant, who was supposed to be here, but he could not attend our program. He is a visionary. He is a towering persona, multi-dimensional personality. He is today present in the State Legislative Assembly as a cabinet minister, but he has given his best blessings to us, and also requested Dr. Ravi Joshi sir, our president of university, to be here. So thank you, Dr. Ravi Joshi sir, for being here. Mr. Girirajji Sawant, Secretary for JSPM and TSM Group of Institutes. Our Anilji Bhosle sir, Director, JSPM Group of Institutes. My friend Avinash Devsali sir, Deputy Director, all the members of governing bodies, Academic Council, Board of Studies, members from our parent institutions, students, and very important, graduates of today's ceremony and their parents. And all the members, those who are present, those who could not attend this program but joining us online. I really thank everybody for joining us today and for making this day special for me, for institution and all of us. Thank you very much to everybody. Dear graduates, it's a great opportunity, great moment for you. I congratulate all of you for this moment. But I know this moment has come to you with great hard work and lot of, work which you have done in last 4 years. It is a very special day for you. Your college life you will cherish, I think, for throughout the life when you remember our college. Friends, this passing out day, it is a very important academic occasion for everybody, those who are present as a student. Because now you are transiting from very secured and comfortable college environment to a demanding and, uncertain world where lot of expectations are there from you. But I'm sure the knowledge, skill, and attitude which you have developed in last 4 years, that will help you in touching great heights. And I hope that you will be a very great future. Friends, I know it is your dream coming true, but I cannot forget those who are sitting here. It is also dream of the parents. And please remember, this is a dream which they started seeing from the day one when you used to come to nursery, KG schools, and you hold their fingers and they start dreaming that how can save the career of our children. Friends, it is a dream which they saw day and nights, even many nights they could not sleep to give you this dream true. So really I take this opportunity to thank all the parents, those who are present here, those who are attending online, and congratulating them also for this occasion. It is also a dream for me as a RK Jain, principal of RSCOE. Friends, whenever we used to meet on various platforms to industry persons, and they used to say, Dr. Jain, we have to do something so that your graduates should be more employable. And it was a big challenge for us as an academician. After almost 39 to 40 subjects, so many oral, practicals, project, term work, why we are blamed that our students are not employable. And when we discussed with our management, we have decided autonomy can be one of the way for giving best education to the children so that we can give best graduate to the industry. And really I thank our management for accepting this. And 4 years back, almost in the month of July, we had one meeting, we call it Beginning of Autonomy, where Dr. K.K. Agarwal, one of the senior most academician of the country, and Sri Krishna Karkare, who is a chairman for NPRO, who came here, blessed us for the beginning of autonomy, and then Dr. Agarwal told one sentence. He told Dr. Jain, real autonomy is one when each student of your college will be in decisive position to choose their subjects, their courses, based on their career plans. Real autonomy is one when each and every student will claim in the class how is different than others. Sir, we have taken this sentence as a motto. We started our autonomous system. We formed our Board of Studies, Academic Council, governing body. We requested topmost academicians, industrialists in the country, and I said thank everybody today. They have joined us in framing the curriculum, which is most contemporary. We also requested some industries to support the curriculum. I thank here TCS, Persistent, KPIT, Bentley Systems, Build Association of India, and many more, those who supported us in framing our curriculum. We also thank IIT Ropar for helping us almost in last 3 years for giving best curriculum which we can impart to our children. I also take this opportunity to inform you that to make our student a global personality, we also connect with various foreign universities from UK, US, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia. They are helping us. They are inviting our children for internship, and they are also helping us in giving the best internship is possible. Friends, I also inform that almost 1,000 students of this college has joined internship in the industry for 6 months. This is a very Herculean task which our Professor Bode could do, but this is the support we are getting from the industry. In the curriculum, we also started some new things like problem-based learning. We also started imparting foreign languages like French, Japanese, German, and I think many students have completed 1 or 2 levels, and they are getting advantage of that. So this autonomous system started, and outcome of this autonomy is Sir, this year we have good number of placement. It is not only in number, but quality-wise also. And I think everybody could understand what is the meaning of quality in placement. Apart from that, number of students participating in national level examinations like GATE, GRE, TOEFL, maybe MPSC, UPSC, it has increased, and our success rate also increasing. Sir, participation of the students in curricular, co-curricular activities, nationally, internationally has increased, and I'm proud to say that many students are bringing good laurels to the institute and to themselves. This is all outcome of the autonomy. I just quote one incident. Two students of this college on 26 January participated on Republic Day parade at New Delhi. They represented the Maharashtra state. It could be possible because of flexibility which we have given to the children. They can do it wholeheartedly, whatever they want to do. There are many more, sir, achievements we have done in the autonomy, and you are going to participate, you're going to felicitate some of the students, those who are sitting here, for their achievements. All this outcome and autonomy was possible because of very strong support from the management. That is one. Also support from the two towering personalities sitting here, Dr. Ravi Joshi and Mr. Anil Bhosle, sir. So I really thank on behalf of all the teachers for giving whatever thing required in the autonomy. Friends, remember, these 4 years are not very easy for all of us. Out of 4 years, sir, 2.5 years we were in the lockdown. And still, we could publish our result. We could give best result to our children despite of those tough times. So really, I thank everybody, those who are in part of that examination system, in teaching learning process. And I request all the students, please give a big applause for the teachers. Sir, on 15th March 2020, I remember the date, we locked the college just with 1 hour notice. And on 21st March 2020, after 7 days, we started our classes online. I think this is the teacher, those who are present here, it is their strength. And today I can say proudly, we have 4 years period we could complete in 4 years only, not even wasting a single day. We have given mark sheet and everything in 4 years. So really, sir, this strong system is possible, not only because of our own strength, but strength given by our predecessors. Especially, I remember this day, our first principal of the college, Dr. Whitkar, who is my teacher also, and he may be joining this program online, and Dr. Vormane, who was the second principal, I joined third. So I thank these two for giving such a nice system where this institute is, sir, 4 times NV accredited for all UG programs. We got best NEC grade. 3.26 was the highest that time in the state of Maharashtra. Sir, one very rare occasion, we have been recipient of best student, best college, best faculty award, and in turn, best principal award from one of the oldest professional body of the country, IST. Sir, that was possible because of the strength which our predecessors have given, and we are enjoying on that foundation. Sir, getting all the 4 awards at a time is rare. Nobody has got so far, and Dr. Kakade is part of IST. He can tell better how it was difficult to get 4 awards in 1 year. Sir, we say Pune University is one of the best universities in the country, and I always say proudly, we are the best college awarded by Pune University. So this is our strength. Friends, time given to me is very less, so I will not take much of the time. But once again, I welcome all of you. I really thank everybody, those who are present here. I really thank those who are joining online. And I wish best wishes to the students, those who are passing out today. To my students, friends, this is a very important day for you. You take the motivation from this day. and do the best which you can do for the society, so that your parents, your friends, and society, and we as the alma mater will be proud of you. Thank you very much once again to everyone for joining this evening. I thank once again, and I request my elder student, please be in touch whenever you feel this college is yours, will remain always with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your motivation and inspiration. Dear friends, JSPM's Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering is the flagship institute of JSPM Group. It started in the year 2001. And since then, we have had many institutes established across Pune. Most recently, the JSPM University at Wagholi. Dr. Ravi Joshi, the president of JSPM University and director, JSPM TSSM Group of Institutes, he has been one of the first teachers at RSCOE. I invite Dr. Joshi to share his thoughts on this occasion.
Good afternoon to all of you. Respected dignitaries in the dais, Dr. Naushad Forbes, Dr. Kolekar, and Dr. Kakade, and my colleagues at the JSPM, Giraj Sawant sir, Bhosle sir, the director of RSCOE, your dear R.K. Jain sir, Deputy Director Devasthali sir, and my colleagues, the teachers, and my dear friends who are sitting here. I'm very happy today, as I said, to celebrate your success. In a way, this education, the graduation, it marks an end of one stage of learning. One stage of learning, of course, it's a lifelong education is there, but this marks a one stage of learning where you step on into the real world. So when you step on into the real world, of course, you are faced with a different kind of challenges. At the same time, you are also presented with opportunities by which whatever education you have got it, you can provide innovative and sustainable solutions for this world to be a better place. That is your mandate henceforth. So I congratulate all of you on this occasion. Coming back to RSCOE, under the flagship leadership of dynamic Dr. Jain sir, for the last 5 years, RSCOE has taken giant strides, which he has already elaborated. So, from the management, as I said, 20 years back, a dream which our founder, Dr. Tanaji Sawant sir, dreamt. That dream converted into a vision, and making that vision a reality has been our mission for the last 21 years. So from one college, from one campus, we went on establishing a number of institutes, a number of colleges, whether they are engineering, management, pharmacy, education, diploma, MCA, D.Ed, B.Ed, including CBSE schools. The rate at which we went on increasing our strength on the horizon of education, it speaks for the dedication of our faculty, the dedication of our support staff, and the students' contribution in making this JSPM a great place to study. So, on behalf of JSPM, I congratulate all the teaching faculties of RSCOE, including Dr. Jain and support staff, for making this a success where the students long to learn in this so that they can study here, have a better tomorrow. Once again, please accept my heartfelt congratulations on behalf of the management to all the teachers, the director, and the support staff. The congratulations are due to all your parents who put their faith in our system, who believed in our word, and they took admission for you people to study in our college, so that you can get an education and have a bright career in the future. So I once again, on the behalf of management, thank all the parents who are here and all the parents who are not here for making it possible for you as well as for us to gather here. Finally, on a personal note, it is a personal gratification for me too. I began my career in a true sense on the corridors of RSCOE. I joined here as a faculty member on probably 10th of August 2001, and we started with the first college. So still, it is like an alma mater to me. Anytime I come here, I feel at home in RSCOE. And of course, even I'm also experiencing a feeling of graduation because the college has become autonomous. It is self-supportive and a robust college where it has integrated industries into its curriculum development. As Sir said, it's TCS, KPIT, IIT Ropar, they've all been instrumental in designing innovative curriculum for you all so that you can have a better future. So I thank all the industry partners also on this occasion. And coming back to it, finally, for the students, success is not measured by individual achievement only. It is the impact which you are going to create on the society, on the people around you, which is going to matter. So therefore, be compassionate leaders, respecting your colleagues, and value the importance of teamwork and collaboration. Wish you all have a very bright future. Thank you, and Jain.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure the students will take home the message. They will be becoming compassionate leaders. I now invite today's guest of honor, Dr. Mahesh Kakde, sir, to share his thoughts and address.
Namaskar and very good afternoon. मराठीत बोलल्यामुळे जरा बरं वाटलं असेल सगळ्यांना. Very good afternoon to all of you on the occasion of first passing day ceremony of Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering under the aegis of JSPM Group. Dignitaries on the dais, the renowned industrialist, having a lot of and great academic interest, Honorable Dr. Naushad Forbes, co-chairman of Forbes, a visionary man of towering personality, but who is not here unfortunately today. Otherwise, we would be happy to listen to him. Dr. Tanaji Sawant, sir. Honorable Shri Dattaji Kolekar, Joint CEO of Forbes. Dr. R.S. Joshi, Director JSPM and President JSPM University. The dynamic and humble by heart and very affectionate person, your beloved director, Dr. R.K. Jain, sir. The members of the Governing Council, Academic Council, Deans of the Faculty, Control of Examination, Dr. Jadhav, the directors of this JSPM group, Giriraj Sawant, sir, Bhosle, sir, faculty members, staff, students, distinguished invitees, guests, and most importantly, the graduate engineering students, the proud parents of these students, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. What a magnificent and pleasant moment that I am enjoying over here. Let me express my feelings that I am extremely thankful to the management for allowing me to participate with you, because of which I can leave the university and come out of that, all those mess, and enjoy very few great moments with you. Anyway, in Rigveda there is one saying, Nahi jnanena sadrishyam vidyamahe pavitrate. याचा अर्थ मराठीत, ज्ञानाधीन आहे जगत सर्वम. हे जग ज्ञानाशिवाय काहीच करू शकत नाही. And this particular pathway, highway is provided to you by the JSPM group. I thank the JSPM group, which is very well known nationally and internationally and established its own brand because of Honorable Tanaji Sawant sir and his team. I remember Joshi sir and all other directors who contributed a lot for this particular development. Dear friends, at the outset, let me congratulate all of you who have received degrees and won the medals and awards and prizes on successful completion of your academic programs from this esteemed institute. Your achievements have made all of us proud. It is the result of sheer hard work and strong determination. Needless to say, today is the proud moment of your academic accomplishment and a matter of great joy and enjoyment in your life. Significantly, it also makes the completion of one stage of your life and other one is about to begin. ढूंढोगे अगर तो ही रास्ते मिलेंगे, मंजिलों की फितरत है वो खुद चलकर नहीं आती. कळलं का काय? इथून पुढे जो काही प्रवास करायचा आहे तो स्वतःलाच करायचा आहे. मंजिलों की फितरत है वो खुद चलकर नहीं आती. Today you are graduating and would be working in an era marked by cutting edge technology and infinite information. My dear graduating students, today you are lucky because you are the citizens of digital world. Actually, I could not prevent myself to share and to bless with you with the feelings of all experience and the worlds of experience. Honorable Naushad Forbes is here and he is definitely going to address you with his all experience and great words. But still I feel that, anyway, you are born in the knowledge era and fostered by gadgets like laptops, tablets, smartphones, smart watches, social media like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and whatnot. Today it is your moment. India has truly become a global force and is the fastest growing economy of the world. We are also, anyway, helping this particular nation being university. I am remembering those days from where I have been associated with this institution. They have started their journey of autonomy with me, being the representative of university. And I remembered very well that they did not lose this particular race. And they very firmly stood and they started doing this particular. So thanks to you and a salute to you, because unless you have that kind of feeling, you would not be. Because they believe that, and we also believe that being university, that dear friends, this particular word is derived by Trinity: change, challenge, and opportunity. The real world out there demands to cope up with this Trinity by the highest order of skill, competencies, and ultimately the performance. म्हणजे तुम्हाला बाहेर जात असताना तुमच्याकडे ज्ञान तर आवश्यकच आहे. मुद्दाम मराठीत सांगतो मी, पण बोलणार नाही इथे, पण मी सांगेन तुम्हाला. आणि आपली जी गल्लत होते आज, that whatever is coming to us is knowledge. It is absolutely wrong. It is the information. The information is coming to you. You must have practiced and understood here in these 4 years or perhaps 2 years of post-graduation that how to convert the information into the knowledge. Ultimately, we should reach to the wisdom. शेवटी सरते शेवटी आपल्याला माहितीवर संस्करण करून त्याचं रूपांतर ज्ञानात करता आलं पाहिजे आणि ते शेवटी ज्ञान आपल्या चित्तवृत्ती आणि स्वभाव बनायला कारणीभूत ठरलं पाहिजे. याच्यासाठी खऱ्या अर्थानं शिक्षण असतं आणि त्याचा कुठेतरी विसर आपल्याला पडता कामा नये ही आमची अपेक्षा. आय वॉन्ट यू टू रिमेंबर that performance leads to recognition. Performance leads to recognition. Recognition leads to respect. And respect leads to power. And the world is power-based. But you remember, my dear friends, even though this is the truth, ultimately it is the student and teacher-based. The world is power-based. हे आपल्याला जरी माहीत असलं तर सरते शेवटी ती ताकद जी आहे, it is ultimately in the class. So, my dear friends, this is a moment to be proud for yourself and to the nation through the execution of performance. This can be only achieved by making excellence as a habit. I remember very well, they did it, but for honorable dignitaries on the dais, so we in the university, we completed all the examinations in 36 days, which normally we takes 120 days. And we declared the results from 3rd day to 28 days in this particular period. Because everybody is motivated, committed for the betterment of our students. And that's why this kind of feelings should be with you. The life is not finding yourself. The life is about creating yourself. So this is a moment that you should place that. असं उगीच म्हणायचं नाही काय होईल ते बस देई हरी खटल्यावरी असं काही होणार नाही आता करावं लागेल आपल्याला सांगतील नौशाद सर तर त्यामुळे तुम्हाला धडपडावं लागेल सगळं युअर लाईफ इज अ रिझल्ट ऑफ choices you make. Ultimately, the conclusion would be that it is the result of you, the choices you make. In this context, I remember a comment and a statement made by Azim Premji, who says that if people are not laughing at your goals are too small. So therefore, dear friends, have the goals like Everest. I remember Michael Jordan, world-class basketballer, he said that after loss of 9,000 ill-aimed shots, out of which 26 shots were so decisive, one resulting in loss of 300 games. So I failed over and over and over again in my life. That's why I succeeded. अपयश येत राहील, घाबरायचं काही कारण नाही, धडपडायला पाहिजे आपण, पडत राहू, झटकत राहू. आणि अपयश ही यशाची पहिली पायरी असते, म्हणून मी मगाशी म्हणालो की दिस इज ओनली पॉसिबल विथ परफॉर्मन्स. सातत्यानं परफॉर्मन्स आपल्याला करता आला पाहिजे, कौशल्य आपल्याला दाखवता आलं पाहिजेत. अँड देअरफॉर नॉर्मली आय से दैट रख भरोसा खुद पर. रख भरोसा खुद पर क्यों ढूंढता है फरिश्ते. उगीच कुणालाही उडकत बसायचं नाही, त्याच्या मागं पळालो, ह्याच्या मागं पळालो. आता जैन सर सुटले, सगळे सुटले, इथले बसलेले सगळे सुटले, आम्ही सांगून 4 शब्द जाऊ निघून तुम्हाला. पण रख भरोसा खुद पर क्यों ढूंढता है फरिश्ते, पंछियों के पास कहां होते हैं नक्शे, फिर भी ढूंढ लेते हैं रास्ते. So that's why, dear friends, better performance is the only solution, and which comes from best practice benchmarking. Those who have graduated from civil engineering, they know what is a benchmark. Without benchmark, you cannot start any survey. So indulge yourself in establishing the benchmarks. Once you start benchmarking, the next step for you to aim to be the global leader. I remember here a beautiful definition given by our great legendary Swami Vivekananda. Leader is the one who thinks unthinkable, who achieves unachievable, and who sees invisible. So the key feature of leader is dare to be different. इथं बसलेले सगळे जे आहेत ते सगळे डेअर टू बी डिफरंट आहेत. जगापेक्षा काहीतरी वेगळं बनवूया, चलो आज कुछ नया करते, असं कुठेतरी वाटलं पाहिजे सातत्यानं. अनलेस अँड अंटिल यू फील दॅट देअर इज समथिंग न्यू टू बी डन अँड देअर इज अ ग्रेट स्कोप टू बी डन, then and then only you will succeed. You become leader by creating a set of best practices. Best practices are the outcome of novelties and innovation. Whatever you do, just how you can make it cheaper, faster and better. I feel that innovation must become the part of your DNA, of everyone in this organization from top to bottom. So dear friends, you should have a perfect focus on your plans, because this particular cruel world will not give you or will not have a backup plan for you. There should not be any fear of failure. You should be a practice of taking risk, and ultimately you should lead with the character. So, dear friends, in order to be a great, one cannot compromise the uncompromisable. खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. आयुष्यामध्ये तडजोडी कराव्या लागतात, नक्की तुम्हाला कराव्या लागणार आहेत. पण ती तडजोड करत असताना आपली मूल्य काय आहेत, आपल्या आईवडिलांचे संस्कार काय आहेत, या गुरुजनांनी दिलेले विचार काय आहेत, आणि ह्या देशाची परंपरा काय आहे, याचा विसर पडता कामा नये आपल्याला. सो नेवर गिव्ह अप इंडियन इथॉस, व्हॅल्यूज अँड प्रोफेशनल इथिक्स इन युअर जर्नी ऑफ लाईफ. You are graduating from one of the best institutions of the country under the aegis of JSPM group. We are proud being university that this is the best institution which has earned a very high reputation and recognition. You are going to be doing either really well in your life or exceptionally well. I believe in that. I conclude with one saying of Rigveda. एक ऋग्वेदामध्ये खूप छान वाक्य येतं, आ नो भद्रः क्रतेषु यन्तु विश्वदः. याचाच अर्थ या जगामध्ये दशदिशातून अनेक विचार आपल्या समोर येत असतात. त्यातला योग्य विचार पकडणं, त्या योग्य विचाराची कास धरणं आणि त्याच्या पाठोपाठ आपला प्रवास सुरू करणं, याच सदिच्छेसह मी इथं थांबतो. I am sure that each one of you will successful in your life. Finally, once again, I wish you all good luck for your endeavors. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, sir. It is always a good feeling when thought resonates. So I'd like to tell you, if we enter the JSPM University Wagholi, on the logo, we will find the words, Nahi Jnanena Sadrisham. So, moving to the next part. I told you, we have a technocrat amongst us. We have been associated with Forbes Marshall through our internships and all. And we are very fortunate to have with us Sri Datta Kulekar sir, as the guest of honor. I request sir to please share his views with us.
To all the dignitaries on the dais, and to all my friends and students and parents here, a very good afternoon. Yeah. I think today is a very special day. I think I would first like to congratulate the management of JSPM that they have invited me to this function. And it's a pleasure to be here in this hall, a new hall, I'm told, with all this honorable members on the dais and with all of you here, to celebrate this momentous first passing out function of the JSPM Institute, which has gained autonomy. I think this is the hard work of all of you put together that's we come to this day today. So I think we should all celebrate this special day, the first passing out day of the first autonomous batch of JSPM. It's no mean achievement. I'm sure that all of you have put hard work, and I must especially congratulate the faculty members who have really worked hard along with the students and the admin staff of JSPM to really have come to this stage and earned accolades from the University of Pune, as Dr. Kakade said, that they are one of the best institutes in India. So I think this, should be celebrated. I would like to give the faculty a big hand for this, actually. Yeah. So when we talk about the passing out parade, the passing out day, actually, this is something which is a very momentous occasion for each one of you here. It's a special day. And I'm sure that there are many thoughts going in your mind. Some of you would be passing out and going for higher studies. Some of you would be possibly considering giving competitive exams like MPSC and UPSC, and some of you may be joining industry. I think this is a time when I think India is on the cusp of a major growth explosion. Yeah, I really feel it. Despite whatever you might hear in the papers and everything, I think India is going to be the next growth story in the horizon. And you all are specially poised to take advantage of it. Having come from a good institution, I think it is important that we understand what should be our approach to harnessing the opportunity, because many of you have very good ideas. Yeah? And I think I don't want to kind of repeat to you again what Dr. Kakade has mentioned, but I think, and in the morning when I was talking to my son, actually, he passed out recently, and I said, son, what should I talk to the students I'm going to talk to? He said, say nothing. So I said, but that's not an option. The institute won't let me say nothing. So he said one thing which really caught my imagination, and he said, let the students not pursue money for its sake. Yeah? And I said, that's a very powerful message. You know, many times what each of us do is we look at success as having earned money. Yeah? And that might be something that will be an outcome. Yeah? And I don't think that we should pursue outcomes. Yeah? We should pursue what we know as the input to these outcomes. Yeah? And the input to the outcomes is what you all are really happy about. Yeah? So it's only one statement I would like to make, is that if each one of you want to do something, try to understand what gives you happiness, what gives you the pleasure, what's your niche. Yeah? So in this explosion of data, information, and in the explosion of advertisements that you see everywhere, yeah? And the dilemmas that all of you have, if we can do one thing, find out what makes us happy, what makes us really proud to do something with passion, yeah? Because with passion comes the energy, and with energy comes, work, and with work comes output and outcomes. So I think if you really know what you're really happy about, it might be anything. It might be an engineer trying to do liberal arts, for example. It might be an engineer trying to work in software. Whatever gives you happiness, I think you find that clear spot. And if you can pursue that, that will be a great win for yourselves. Yeah? And I think this is really what I would think is many students go with the mob. That my friends have done this, so I should really go after doing masters, or I should go after doing something else. I would say that find out what gives you the happiness, pursue your passion, your interest, and with passion and interest comes success. So don't pursue money for its own sake, but pursue happiness and pleasure and passion of the work that you do. I know many of you have come from various backgrounds. You all have your own ideas and thoughts. I thought this is something which I thought I should leave with you as a thought for you to think about. I'm not saying this is something is absolute truth. Each of you have your own ideas and thoughts, but I think this is something which you can pursue and really think about this. Because India, I think every sector, we are experiencing, as a company, we are experiencing growth in almost every sector. We have heard of industries from pharma, chemicals, healthcare, food and beverage. All these industries are booming in India. Yeah? And if we find that there's a lot of opportunity, but how do you find the right place and the right kind of role in these industries? So the main thing to look at is what really interests you in these industries. If you're going for the industry. If you're looking for a startup or looking for setting up something new, find out what opportunity exists in this industry. So talk to your friends, talk to many of the industries, and you can get good ideas. So the whole idea is that if you can use your interest and passion to network with the industry and to understand what works for you, is really something that we would really be, you will be happy to get those inputs from. So I think this is a very momentous and a milestone event for all of us. All of you are part of this historic occasion. I really thank all the parents who have come here. They have played a major role in the success of the students sitting here and the faculty members. And I would probably not take much of your time because going by my son's advice, I shouldn't speak too much. So that's what I'll do. And with all the best to all of you, and I leave you with this thought that pursue your passion and a dream. Do not go by the mob. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Like the guests have spoken, the message they have given, I'd like to now go to the next part of the program where we'll be felicitating and awarding meritorious students. The awardees come from academia, extracurricular, co-curricular activities, and the awards have been constituted that way. I'd like to begin with, we were supposed to fly into Malaysia for a 20-day internship in the year 2020 in March. We were just supposed to book tickets. That was all that was remaining. And COVID struck and that internship got delayed. In fact, it didn't take place. We went online. And this is a point where RSCOE has taken extreme efforts to reach out, not just to Indian institutes, but also abroad. We have MOUs with 7 international universities. Students have done their internships, more than 50 of them. In fact, they have done internships at IITs also. So the first group, the group of students who are the awardees, are 4 students from mechanical, IT and ENTC. This award is for meritorious internship at Yonsei University. I request the chief guest to present those awards. The students are Abhishek Supe, Rujula More, Chinmay Kaitikwar, and Shubham Maske. The students have completed an internship. It's a 6-month internship. Abhishek actually flew to Taiwan, and many of them have participated in research, and they have been awarded also an opportunity to pursue the masters there. Huge round of applause for these students. Next, the academic toppers of every department. We will go with the MCA department first. The first is MCA, rank to Shivani Wagmare, The next is she receives a medal, citation, and cash prize. The first rank is Aniket Gosavi with a CGPA of 9.19. They're from the Masters of Computer Application. Huge round of applause for Aniket. Moving on to the Masters of Business Administration, MBA. The silver medal goes to Akansha Somkuvar with a CGPA of 8.66. Akansha has shown her the first rank from MBA, Mrunali Gunjar with a CGPA of 8.70. Please keep the claps going on. The next department will computer engineering. The silver medal goes to Mayur. The silver medal goes to Mayur Patil. He has a CGPA of 9.69. Huge round of applause for Mayur. The department topper, Divya Dhore, with a CGPA of 9.74. Congratulations. Round of applause for Divya. Next department is Department of Information Technology. The rank 2 silver medal is won by Yashraj Bharambe. He is actually, his friend will collect an award. Yashraj is already flown to the United States for his masters. Huge round of applause for Yashraj. He is watching us over YouTube. The first rank, Isha Haldar of Information Technology. Round of applause. She has a CGPA of 9.82. Rank 1 for IT, Isha Haldar. Round of applause for her. CGPA of 9.82. Next department is Electrical Engineering. The silver medal is backed by Sarvadnya Nikrad with a CGPA of 9.66, Electrical Engineering. Round of applause for Sarvadnya. The first rank, backed by Shravika Chaunde with a CGPA of 9.71. Shravika is rank holder, first rank of Electrical Engineering Department. Thank you. The next department, Department of Civil Engineering. The second rank is backed by Diksha Kamble with a CGPA of 9.70. Round of applause for Diksha. And the first rank in civil engineering department is Vivek Jadhav. We have a lot of civil engineers here. Round of applause for all of them. Our guest of honor, Dr. Joshi, is all from civil engineering. Vivek has a CGPA of 9.73 and he is the topper of the Department of Civil Engineering. Moving on to the Department of Mechanical Engineering, rank 2 is Surajmal Sharma with a CGPA of 9.76. Suraj is and the first rank is backed by Mayur Zavle with a CGPA of 9.77. Mayur is the topper of Department of Mechanical Engineering. The next department is Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. Rank 2 is Soham Bade with a CGPA of 9.79. Thank you. And the rank 1 of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. This is a special award because the person who has bagged this rank 1 is also the overall topper of the BTech undergraduate course. Round of applause for him, Parth Zope. Parth has completed his engineering with a CGPA of 9.84, best among all branches. Parth has appeared for the SSB, the technical graduate course. He has done his internship at IIT Mandi. He has been and Parth gets a medallion, a citation, and a cash award of rupees 1 lakh. A huge round of applause for Parth. Parth, I'd like you to wait back. I request the dignitaries to please be seated. We would like to hear a few words from Parth.
Hello. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone, respected dignitaries and all my dear friends. So today it is a very auspicious day for me and for everybody present here and all the students who are graduating today. So first and foremost, I would like to thank my parents who have supported me and always will be supporting me in my journey, and all the faculty members, the college staff, principal sir, HOD sir, and all the members who have been with me in this journey. The college has helped me a lot. When I'm moving forward when looking behind, I have secured internships and done my internships in different regions of India, not only in Maharashtra. So it was not always easy, but the college staff has always been supportive to me, and they have managed a lot of my excuses for not attending some lectures maybe, and they have been supportive always. And the college autonomy has also helped me a lot while I'm applying for my masters abroad. And I would also like to thank all the friends who have supported me in this journey. And last and foremost, this journey is not easy for me and also my parents because of the lockdown. And my college has supported me a lot in this process. So I would like to thank the whole JSPM Institute for supporting me, and because of them, what I am today. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Parth. Wish you all the best for the future. The next award is the prestigious Best Outgoing Student of the 2023 batch. This award was constituted to identify and promote the holistic development of students, including academics, co-curricular and extracurricular activities, leadership activities, teamwork initiatives that the students have taken, and so on. These students went through a thorough screening process, an interview which was conducted by an external panel. The jury for this award constituted members of industry, experienced HR professionals, and finally we shortlisted. There are 2 awardees for this. The best outgoing student will be shared among 2 students. The first one, I request the chief guest to present this award as well. The first awardee is Miss Akanksha Wagh from the Information Technology Department. She has been the representative of the Society of Student Association of Information Technology. She has been a member of Shashwat Eco-Sustainability Club, contributed in the Rotaract Club, and she has also bagged a MS with Stevens Institute of Technology, New Jersey, with scholarship. So she'll be flying into the US for her further studies. This award constitutes a medal, a citation, and cash prize of 25,000 rupees. Huge round of applause for Akanksha. I request the dignitaries to be seated. We'd like to hear Akanksha say a few words as well.
Hello and good evening, everyone. It is a great honor to speak on the behalf of the batch, the class of 2023. This gives a great pleasure to me, privilege to me. Congratulations to the batch of 2023. We did it. Today marks the achievement of the milestone in our journey, but remember, a milestone never shows the journey, the distance that we have traveled already, but it shows the distance that is yet to be traveled. Thank you to JSPM's Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering for giving us the opportunities right from our first year by introducing us to the foreign languages like Japanese and German, for encouraging us to work on multidisciplinary projects, teaching us industrial designed syllabus, for giving us corporate exposure right from our 8th semester by allowing us to do 6 months internship, and also for giving us the opportunity to travel internationally for research-based internships. Truly, our institute has given us several opportunities under autonomy that they could possibly give us. We are proud of our college, and I hope we made you proud as well. I would like to thank faculty members, the staff, the training and placement cell, and last but not the least, my parents and all my friends who always supported me and gave me unconditional love and support in the journey and transforming our dreams into reality. As I woke up today, I asked myself, how do I feel today? Do I feel happy or do I feel sad? But predominantly, I felt hopeful. Today, a batch of 1,000 young women and men are graduating and beginning their journey. I felt hopeful. Today, our 4-year journey comes to an end. And with this, I would like to thank my Department of IT for constantly supporting and believing in me and molding me from a student to an IT engineer. A special thanks to the head of the Department of IT, Dr. Niharanjan sir, for truly being a guardian faculty member to me. Last but definitely not the least, my parents who are present here. I hope I made you proud and thank you for constantly supporting me. At the last, I would like to congratulate everyone and all the best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Akanksha. We wish you all the best for a very bright future ahead. The second awardee for the Best Outgoing Student of RSCOE 2023, I request the dignitaries to present this award. The last but not the least, Shubham Raut from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Shubham receives a certificate, a citation, and a cash prize. He has been active with TEDx of RSCOE. He's active participant of the Road Track Club. He has been the president of Mechanical Engineering Students Association, participated in robotics events, involved with the competitive exam cell, and very recently, 24 hours ago, he was in Prayagraj for his SSB interview for the technical graduate course. Huge round of applause for Shubham Rao, the best outgoing student of the 2023 batch. Shubham, we would like to listen to a few words from you as well. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so Jain everyone. First, I would like to thank sir for giving me the opportunity to speak over here. I stand before you today with immense gratitude and humility. First and foremost, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to my parents. Their unwavering support, love, and sacrifice is what I have been the foundation of my journey. Without them, I wouldn't be standing over here today receiving this prestigious award. During my time in college, I was been fortunate to be the part of various extracurricular activities, which have shaped my character and taught me invaluable life lessons. As sir mentioned, from TEDx organizer, AZR of Road Track Club, president of Team Mesa, part of digital team, that is a training and placement team, SPIR, to the most important, that is the competitive exam cell, which was been started by my juniors. Yeah, as sir again mentioned that I traveled from Prayagraj to be here giving my first SSB interview. That was for the first time in the sector of army and made it till the conference. Thank you to my juniors and the competitive exam cell for the constant support. Again, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all my professors, mentors, and fellow students whose support, inspiration, and collaboration have influenced my growth and success. I would like to narrate a quote over here that leadership is not about a position, it's about an action. So as we step into the next phase of our lives, I encourage all my fellow graduates to embrace every opportunity, embrace challenges, and continue learning and growing. Congratulations to all. Together we will make a difference, and yes, rise by lifting others. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Shubham. Wish you all the best for a bright future ahead. Dear students, on a day like this, where we are formally entering a very crucial stage of our lives, it is important that we carry with us advice and inspiration from learned individuals. You are all indeed very fortunate that you will get to listen to Dr. Naushad Forbes as he addresses this outgoing batch. It is my privilege to invite the chief guest for today's function, Dr. Naushad Forbes, to address the students.
Dr. Joshi, Mr. Sawant, Dr. Kakde, my friend Datta, Dr. R.K. Jain, members of the faculty, graduates, especially graduates, ladies and gentlemen. First, my warm congratulations to all the graduates. It is a pleasure for me to be with you today. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to be at this passing out ceremony of JSPM's Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering. As Dr. Jain said in his welcome comments, we live in a time of great uncertainty. Having come through an unprecedented health crisis, which was referred to several times, we've continuing war in Europe that we never thought we would see again in our lives. And we experience the potential of a global recession. So, and at home, after a terrible pandemic, with a high death rate and 2 lost years of economic growth, the Indian economy has recovered and even bounced back, as many said before me. Our situation at home in India is brighter than much of the world, as Dr. Kakde said, and we have many opportunities to redeem the potential that we always had. How can we best do so? What is your role as newly minted graduates in India redeeming its potential? Now, this kind of an address is an opportunity to indulge oneself. Since you don't get to ask any questions, this is a fine opportunity to give advice with no consequences. So I thought I'd make a few comments about your options in these globally uncertain times. After today, you can start giving advice and you don't only have to listen to it. I'm mindful that most of you have just graduated, are parents of students, and are well-wishers of this institution. Now, having a degree from a good institution such as RSCOE is a privilege. It means one automatically has attractive opportunities. So these comments are for those like you who have the privilege of choice. So let's start with choosing the right career. How does one choose a career? And I fully support what Datta said. Okay. Try it this way. Yeah. So, I believe very strongly that one must enjoy what one does. This to me is an absolute. If you don't enjoy your work, change what you do. Too many of us choose fields of study and choose careers because someone tells us they're good to do. I know the great bulk of you graduating here today are doing so in engineering, with a few in management. But we must value literature as much as engineering and history as much as management. The same applies to all professions, teaching or government service or software or banking or whatever. And if you work in industry, the quality of the company matters more than its fame. Any student of management, such as the new MBAs in the audience, will be familiar with the theory of motivation. Just to remind you that factors split into motivation factors and hygiene factors. Money, as Datta pointed out, is a hygiene factor. If you don't have it, you will be dissatisfied, but if you do have it, you may still not be satisfied. So Datta, your son Kaustubh was very wise. Satisfaction requires motivation, and the most enduring motivation factor is the content of the job itself. To that, I would add the kind of people that one works with on a daily basis. So one must work with good people whose company one enjoys, and the content of the job should be such that the work is challenging and one learns all the time. If those two are right, then that will provide its own reward. Second, to me it is important to make a difference. If you're one of 500 professionals recruited each year into a company, the chances of making a difference are more limited. That to me is the single big advantage of manufacturing companies over IT companies. For the IT services business, people are the product. So recruiting more and more people is the way to grow. By the way, our two software giants, TCS and Infosys, each recruited over 100,000 engineers just in this last 1 year. Even the largest manufacturing companies recruit dozens of professionals, certainly not thousands. So the chance of standing out, of making a difference, are much greater. It also matters where one works. I heard just now that many of the students graduating are going to go off and do courses overseas. That's a terrific thing to do, because you can come back with greater and greater skills. but I hope you come back. So let me give you why. Until some years ago, I used to teach a course each year at Stanford University. I loved the course, the university, and the teaching. And people used to ask me which I enjoyed more, teaching at Stanford or working in Pune. And my answer was always that while I enjoyed the teaching very much, I knew that regardless of how much people liked my course, it made very little difference to the university. Stanford was a great university before I got there, and if it had never heard of me, it would still be a great university. But I felt that working here in India, I made more of a difference in our company, in industry in general, in the society around me. Now, perhaps that was just my ego speaking, but I felt and I feel that I make a difference here, and that makes it all worthwhile. When I graduated from college in 1987, we lived in an India that was stuck. My favorite weekly newspaper, The Economist, did a survey of the Indian economy in June 1991 in which it said, nowhere in the world is the gap between what might have been achieved and what has been achieved as great as it is in India. That is a very sobering statement, right? Nowhere in the world is the gap between what has been achieved and what might be achieved as great as here in India. And isn't it great that in these 30-some years, so much has changed that today no one could make the same statement. So as we head into an election year that seems to bring out the worst in our politics, I think it is good to remind ourselves of our long-term performance across governments. In the last 30 years, India has been one of the world's 10 best performing economies. And our collective task is to ensure that we will also be one of the world's 10 best performing economies in the next 30 years. We cannot take this for granted. And achieving this must be our minimum ask for any government we have and for ourselves. But I'll go further. Our task goes beyond our minimum ask. Our task is to ensure we are the world's best performing economy in the next 30 years. That has to be our goal. Now, how can we be the world's best performing economy in the next 30 years? We've progressed substantially since 1991, but we are still in the world's poorest one-third of countries. Let's compare ourselves with our big northern neighbor, China. In 1980, both China and India had roughly the same wealth. Today, China is 5 times richer than we are. How? In these last 30 years, we have grown, 40 years, sorry, we have grown 5 to 6% a year. That's the best performance in our history. But China has grown 9 to 10% a year. That difference of 3 to 4% year on year for 40 years has made them 5 times richer than we are today. We have to do the same to China in the next decades. We have to grow at 9% each year. And if we do so, it will take us actually 20 years. You can do the math, all of you engineers out there. It will take us 20 years to be as rich in 20 years' time as China is today. That surely must be our minimum aspiration, to be as rich as China is today in 20 years' time, and maybe a little more, 25 years' time, when we celebrate 100 years of independence. So let me continue with an assertion. The strength of the Indian economy rests in private individuals and our private sector. A comparison with China is always instructive. Whenever I visited China, I was struck by the role of the government there. It truly leads the economy, investing in infrastructure in a massive way, identifying new sectors for its public and private sector to invest in, building institutions for education and research. I've also been struck on visits to China how everyone says the same thing. Whether you speak to someone in the government, in Beijing, in an academic, or a businessman, you hear the same thing, the same priorities, the same challenges, the same tasks underway. Now, this may sound positive to some of you, but as an Indian, I find it very unnerving. So far from a scenario where someone from the government and someone from the private sector says the same thing, I'm used to the difficulty of finishing any sentence that begins with the words, Indian industrialists believe that. Because I'll say that, and then an Indian industrialist in the room will stand up and say, I don't believe that. It is this diversity of opinion that makes Indian industrialists resilient, entrepreneurial, and independent. And just as I'm uncomfortable with the conformity of China, I'm much more comfortable with our diversity in India. A diversity of communities, religions, languages, ethnicities, opinions, and arguments that makes us easily the world's most diverse country. In no other country does such diversity exist. We are a vibrant and noisy democracy. We can see evidence of that each time we try to watch the nightly entertainment show that we now call the news. And I disagree with anyone who tries to make us conform to a narrower definition of what it means to be Indian. Our diversity is a huge strength, but we should not take it for granted. It must be protected, nurtured, and used. We can use our diversity to lead the world in economic progress and in cultural achievement, and in building the kind of society in which people from all corners of the earth will want to live. Whose responsibility is it to provide this leadership so all this can happen? In an authoritarian country like China, it is the government and the leader of that government that everyone looks to. But in our noisy democracy, leadership is much more diffuse. There is a need everywhere for people to lead. And this creates space to lead at the level of Indian industry and at the level of us as individuals. So what should Indian industry do? And what should you, as newly minted graduates, do? I believe that both Indian industry and all of you as graduates should be more of 4 eyes: more inclusive, more international, more innovative, and more independent. Let me deal with each eye. First, more inclusive. Everyone believes in inclusion and in inclusive growth. It's been the official policy of both the previous and the current government. How do you get it? Let me tell you a story about someone who works as a security guard at our factory. He said to us a few years ago with great pride that his son had graduated as an engineer and gone to work for GE, and his daughter had qualified as a doctor and started work in a hospital. So within a year, this family had gone from a monthly income of 15 to 20,000 rupees to a monthly income of over $1.5 lakh. That increase in income and consumption power is what has been driving our economy forward. As families become first-time buyers of everything from toothpaste to holidays. As you may know, consumption contributes over 60% of our GDP growth. And this growth is real, it is widespread, and it has 30 years more to run. Now, do note 2 things from this story. First, our security guard is not unique. There are hundreds of thousands like him. But he's also not typical. There are many, many millions of Indians who aspire to go through the same process and struggle to. This, to me, is our development challenge. How do we create opportunity for all 1.4 billion of our population? But second, note also the role of education. It was the ladder of progress for our security guards family. And I hope you appreciate that your education is a path to a better livelihood, and that your education is also a platform, as many of the speeches before me said, a platform for great citizenship. In other words, education is the source of inclusion. Higher education transforms the lives of millions of people, millions of families in our country by placing them on a ladder of progress, like our security guard. Good school education can transform hundreds of millions of lives by giving people the basic skills they need to participate in a growing economy. Now, a speech like this is not a time to go into all this in detail, but our school outcomes in the country are dismal. The NGO Pratham's publishes an annual status of education report. I really recommend it. It's available on the web. This tells us that under half of all school children in the country in the 5th standard can read and write at the 2nd standard level. And under 1/3 of all children in the 5th standard can do arithmetic at the 2nd standard level. So we have a very long way to go to equip our children with 1.4 billion of the population with the basic tools that they need to be able to participate in a modern economy. So I hope some of you will go on to become school teachers and directly do something about this. There is no more honorable profession. And if you go into industry, I hope all of you will encourage your employers to target the majority of their CSR work at improving primary school outcomes. So every 2nd standard child can read and do arithmetic at the 2nd standard level. That can become a powerful engine of inclusion. My second I is to be more international. For Indian industry to be more international, we need to be open to the world in India and in investing overseas. A trade policy that is open is critical, as competitiveness is not a choice that can be left to firms. After becoming more open from 1991 to 2017, roughly, we became more protectionist for a few years, from 2017 to 2021. We've seen some changes towards greater openness in the last year and a half, and I hope that continues. The world is a huge opportunity for us. As part of my various roles in CI, I've taken industry delegations to many countries. In country after country, in Indonesia, in Iran, in Bhutan, in Sri Lanka, in Vietnam, in Egypt, we heard a message that Indian industry was not only welcome, it was actively desired. It is for us to take advantage of this opportunity in this industry. And I hope all of you recent graduates will see the world as your opportunity, not as a place to emigrate to, but as a place to do business in for Indian firms. To go to other countries with the respect and humility we must have when interacting with other cultures, but also with the confidence that we have something valuable to offer everyone. The third I is to be more innovative. Innovation really matters to India. As many of you may know, for the last 20 years across 2 governments, we've had the goal of raising the share of manufacturing in GDP to 25%, but it has remained stubbornly stuck at around 15%. So investment in innovation is critical if we wish to fulfill our potential in manufacturing. China's growth has been driven by manufacturing. We have the same population as China. China's economy is 5 times ours. Its manufacturing sector is 8 times ours, and its investment in R&D is 25 times ours. So we clearly have much to do to catch up. One of our biggest opportunities is our abundance of engineering and management talent, which this ceremony represents. I understand over 1,000 engineers are graduating here from this institution this year. We produce, as a country, we produce over 1 million engineering graduates annually. And we also produce hundreds of thousands of management graduates each year. This is a huge talent pool. It is the source of our IT industry's great success, and it needs to also become the source of our manufacturing industry's success. This requires that Indian industry invest much more in R&D. Indian industry invests about 0.3% of GDP in R&D versus an average of 1.5% for the world and also for China. In other words, we need to scale within industry our investment in R&D by a factor of 5 to match China and to match the world. I hope the very best of you graduating today seek careers in manufacturing companies that are serious about R&D. Things are starting to change, but they're only starting to change. There are many Indian companies today several here in Pune itself, who are building world-competitive businesses built around manufacturing and investing strongly in R&D. And we need you to help us build great manufacturing companies with proprietary technology that we can then take around the world. Our own firm is an example of just this. So my close colleague and friend Datta Kuvalekar, who I next intend to embarrass a little, is the one who brought me to this institution today. Datta, as was mentioned, is currently our Chief Operating Officer. Over 30 years ago, when he first joined us as an R&D engineer, he began the task of building out our R&D. When Datta joined us, he joined us at a time when R&D for us and for most of Indian industry meant just one word: indigenization. If it was imported, make it locally. Thanks to Datta's leadership and many, many outstanding R&D engineers over the years, our R&D today provides our firm with a flow of innovative products that we sell around the world. Our proprietary technology has given us a base and the confidence to compete with the world's best firms at home and to go out into the world and compete with them there too. I hope that many of you thousand engineers graduating today will seek to do for 100 other Indian firms what Datta has done for us. The last I is to be more independent. I'll sum up what independence means for Indian industry in 2 sentences. An industrialist criticizing the government should not make the headlines. That must be a basic feature of an independent private sector. Instead, anytime anyone makes some modest criticism, you end up with talk shows debating why the industrialist said whatever he did. It should be of no importance. It should just be a normal part in which we operate. That's what independence means for Indian industry. What should it mean for you? It means having independence of thought. One of my favorite articles of all time was written 30 years ago by the economist Albert Hirschman. It's called Having Opinions. Hirschman argues that having opinions is an essential part of having a high quality of life. But he also argues that for opinions to matter, they must be formed for oneself and not come prepackaged from someone else. So however much you may admire someone, anyone, an economist, a scientist, a cricketer, a film star, even an industrialist or a political leader, please don't take what they say as your view. Question what they say, match what they say against the facts, and be aggressive in collecting facts for yourselves. Seek out alternative views to what you hear and form your own opinion. As Dr. Kakte pointed out, that's how you translate information into knowledge. That will deliver independence for you, through you for wider society, and ultimately for the country. I can go on, but it's time to end. As young graduates, you are ideally placed to provide the leadership to redeem our potential in building an inclusion engine for all 1.4 billion of our people, in taking Indian industry overseas so we build our presence and name around the world, in developing an innovation muscle in every Indian company so we can build proprietary technology that we take with confidence overseas, and in forming your own opinions based on data and facts that builds a truly independent view of the world. All this is a huge challenge, but it is precisely this point that there is so much to do, so much need everywhere, so much opportunity to contribute at work and in our community that makes for purpose in life. So my congratulations again to all the graduates. I wish you a life of freedom where your diversity has full run, of doing what you love, and of being the leaders who will make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiration and a masterclass for all the students of how they should go ahead in life. I hope all of you took notes. As we move to the conclusion of this program, I invite Dr. B.D. Jadhav, Controller of Examinations, JSPMs, RSCOE, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to everyone. I, Dr. B.D. Jadhav, Controller of Examination, here to propose vote of thanks. On behalf of JSPM's Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Naushad Forbes, co-chairperson of Forbes Marshall, who spared his valuable time to grace this occasion. Today we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, sir, and this will surely be going to motivate us in future. Thank you, sir. Thanks to Sri Datta, sir, Director Operation and Joint COE, Forbes Marshall, as a guest of honor for this program. I would like to thank Dr. Mahesh Kakade, sir, Director, Board of Examination Evaluation, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, for accepting our invitation, sir, and grace this program. Sir, really, you helped a lot of us since last 4 years as a Board of Examination for this particular institute. Without your help, we cannot success this today's program also. I would like to thank our Founder Secretary and Cabinet Minister of Maharashtra State. Due to his vision and support, we could arrange such a great function and great program. Thank you, sir. Thanks to Dr. T.J. Sawant, sir. Special thanks to our JSPM Group of Director, President of the JSPM University, Dr. Ravi Joshi, sir, for supporting us as a parently approach in all aspects, sir. My gratitude to all speakers for gracing the occasion and sharing their opinion today. Thanks to the Anil Bosle, sir, Director of JSPM, for attending this program. Thanks to the Giriraj Sawant, sir, Trustee, Management of this JSPM and TSSM group for gracing this program. Thanks to Professor Bhilare, sir, Ravi Sawant, sir, for supporting us time to time. Thanks to all governing body members, academic council members, board of study members. Due to their guidance, we could frame our best curriculum and shape our students and shape our graduates. I would like to thank Director Dr. R.K. Jain, sir, who is the main pillar of this autonomy. And due to his minute planning and implementation of 4 years, we have successfully completed the first passing out ceremony of this particular function. Our sincere gratitude goes to all parents, industries, as well as well-wishers for rock solid support system and encouragement to our students as well as our faculty members. Thanks to all heads of JSPM and TSM institutes for attending such a great function. I would like to thank Professor A.S. Devasri, sir, Deputy Director of this institute, Deans, Head of the departments, coordinators, teaching and non-teaching faculty members. Without their support, this program may not be success. Thanks to all digital and print media, they are always supporting to us. And lastly, not but least, the congratulations and special thanks to all pass-out students for supporting me and my examination department throughout the last 4 years. And thanks to you also once again for this program, attending this program with a well-disciplined manner. Once again, thanks to one and all. Thank you very much, and best luck for your future.
Thank you, sir. The ceremony will end with the national song. I request everybody on the dais and in the auditorium to please rise for the national song.
मधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम्.
Thank you. I request all the awardees to come up on the stage. We'll have a quick group photo with all the deans. Please come quickly. All the students, please be seated. We'll be telling you the locations where we will be going afterwards. All the students, please remain seated. You will get the locations from where you will be collecting the certificates. Up there, please remain seated.
Very class. बोला गणपति बाप्पा मंगल मूर्ति. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you to all.
And Romania, Santuri in Greece.
Hello. Okay, all the students pay attention. You will be collecting the frames. Akshay, wait. Akshay, stop it. You will be. He's been your junior and he has put together the entire event together. I think Akshay deserves a round of applause. Good. All right. Going forward, all of you, you will be going IT, computer, ENTC, electrical. Please proceed to the registration desk. For civil engineering,
we are having another hall, okay? Just left side of this hall, you have to go there. There is that you can collect certificate from that hall, okay? For civil.
Mechanical, stay here. MBA. It's good to know that mechanical is sitting here and not there. Come down. All right. Come downstairs. All others, please proceed to the registration desk. Civil, as your head of the department said, please go there. MBA will be here in this hall itself. Team Mechanical, Dubey sir, PD Patil sir. Okay.
I will request media team to please come on the stage. I request media representative, if they are in the hall, they are requested to please come on the stage.
Hello. I request to Khan sir, Dr. Hole sir, Dr. Tade sir, Dr. Rachaya sir, Dr. Mate sir, Dr. Panchal sir, Dr. Kute sir and Jagtap sir, please come on stage.
Aditya, please report on stage. Aditya Gole, please report on stage.
Mechanical students, as you got the sitting arrangement on your group, please be seated as per like this arrangement. First row is like for the first list, second row for the second list, third row for the third list, and fourth row for the fourth number list. Please be seated as per the given sitting arrangement. Shortly you will get your citation frame. Respected faculty members, as per the list, Dev Shetty sir and Jagtap sir, Jadhav sir. List number 1, row number 1. Row number 2, that is list number 2, Shedke sir and Kopade sir. List number 3, Dr. Patel sir and Sunge sir. Patel sir. Row number 4, that is list number 4, Dr. Ashish Kumar sir and Aire sir. Dr. Pimpre sir. I request to Dr. Pimpre sir, please be on stage. I request to all final year BTech mechanical students, please be seated as per the message you got on your WhatsApp group. It is as per the list which is given on your group. Please be seated as per the list, please. Thank you.
129 sir, 160. क्या करना है अभी आपको? कहाँ खड़ा रहना है?
Hello.
आता काय लावले?
किरण इंद्रजीत पाटील. पाटील तनया मनीष. पाटील तनया मनीष टेक्निकल डिपार्टमेंट. क्षितिज नितीन खडसे. क्षितिज नितीन खडसे. कुलवे आशीष मनोहर. कुलवे आशीष मनोहर.
आनंद 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 आनंद.
क्षितिज नितीन खडसे.
साहिल मोरे नाव लक्षात ठेव रे.
आळंदीकर रवी.
सिव्हिल कडे पाठवून देऊ का त्याच्या एकाला कोणाला तरी पाठव तिकडे.
आळंदीकर रवी. परीक्षित नेते. परीक्षित नेते. पाटील वेदांत. पाटील वेदांत.
हे राहुल. राहुल. राहुल तिकडचे फोटो घे.
प्रणव ओंकार. प्रणव ओंकार.
आणि सर
देवेश सूर. वानखेडे प्रथमेश. वाकडे प्रथमेश. पूर्वेन झांबरे. पूर्वेन झांबरे. गौरव सिद्धराम राजकुमार. गौरव सिद्धराम राजकुमार.
सुयश पिंगळे, सचिन सोंजे, शुभम पांगर, सिद्धी आढाव,
अरे सर तुमचं वय काय